There's a reason for that. I don't know if y'all was able to see it on my camera, but it's a reason. It's a reason for that, right? Uh, y'all, y'all notice even the short that I just posted, and I posted with the person. And I posted it, and the person was like, outside my window. I remember it was like one. Now it's several in one day. You feel me? Because we getting closer and closer. These are the last of those lower attacks, and it's crazy. People are still trying to provoke people that's aware. However, so they go about spreading it. But you can really tell how much fear that people are in, y'all. It's like it's real quiet at the same time. You feel me? Real quiet. You know? It's almost like people don't even want to acknowledge the changes that's taking place with how surreal it is around what they thought life to be, what they've been told. You feel me? So I just be happy to make it through another day, and y'all gonna be with me a little bit on this little chopping block. Get on this bus real quick. I might have to. I'm about to smoke and shit and finish my second verse to this one song and prep for these last three songs and shit. Get this in order. I notice y'all whenever I'm working on my music, right? One of the ways how like I know my craft is how it is whenever I'm working on a project, right? Any projects I put out and getting better over time, more ideas, learning more about the business side of music, besides just releasing music and being talented, like everything, right? One of the things that I notice is I'm always the most like provoked in certain ways, either by a situation, even if not a person themselves. You, you feel me? Around when I'm working on my craft. That's how I know. Because it's almost like something that wants to make me like crash out. It's like something that wants to make me crash out around my talent so I can't even get to your point to even get it out to y'all or something. It's the most weirdest energy, y'all. But I'm very in tune. I'm very intact with myself. Um, I know a lot about a lot. I'm staying focused and I'm rewiring my brain, you know? And I'm very proud of that. Um, I'm very grateful to have even a lot of the information that I have, that I've been even giving y'all, you know what I mean, as far as what's to take place on the planet, what that's going to look like going forward and whatnot. Now, I know I haven't really spoke to y'all in a while. Oh, shit. There it go. I know I haven't really spoke to y'all in a while and stuff because it's been like a lot going on. You feel me? I ain't even going front. I told y'all I love you. I value y'all. Shout out all my new subscribers. My Matt eat one of these jumps. Like this look. I don't know if y'all heard him just now. He was like, "It looks good. It looks good, right?" This nigga look like a whole tomato right now, bro. Like this nigga looks red as hell. Like I'm not gonna disrespect him like that and put him on camera, but y'all, I swear to God, I want to hear so bad, but this disrespectful, and I'm not gonna do that. I know a lot of y'all are already peeping that anyway, for real. What's really going down with him? You feel me? I know y'all peeping what's going on, but it's real. It's definitely real, y'all. hmm It was a good ass pair. Oh, I was supposed to get on the joint on that side, but it's alright. Damn, this pair extra juicy, bro. That was one. You feel me? That was one bite. That bite was juicy as hell. That shit. Damn yeah. Gotta get back in this. Yeah, you like to do that. It was dangerous. It was dangerous. Hey, peace, God. Peace, God. Hey, it was real dangerous. They outside like, damn, this pair so good. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. What I basically was saying though was from a standpoint of me with my craft. Whenever I'm working, I'm about to drop a project. Literally, I gotta excuse me biting these pears and taking my pauses. I'm not even going front. This is a juicy ass motherfucking pear. And the reason why it's shocking me because it's not even a really soft one. Usually they be juicy like that when they be extra soft. This ain't even a really soft one. Why don't this juicy like this? I don't know. Right? I really don't know. But oh my god. I wanna just start meditating right here. John about to be here and shit. I ain't gonna talk I ain't gonna talk bad about this Latina goddess, but at the Lord Job Jump where I be getting work at. But I just feel her energy. I'll just say that. And it sucks having a lens that I got. When you got the lens I got, man, that'd be something different. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I want to do his music and stuff. Well, I'm gonna do his music regardless. Like when I'm so good at it and stuff is my passion and everything. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Anything that's like deemed of as success, like what we it's crazy it cut me right when I said that, y'all. But I was saying that what's deemed as you know what I mean? But I've been seeing a lot of cute women though. I'm not gonna lie. You know, a lot of cute women lately. But I hope everybody energy right. Hope everybody eating fruit. I hope everybody drinking water. Hope everybody fasting. I hope everybody doing anything to make their energy and their vibration more appealing to the changes that's taking place on the planet. the best that you can do, right? So that's regardless of your genetic makeup. I hope everybody is their lower self, right? Breaking free from whatever that would look like, whatever that is, that anybody individually. You feel me? Just the energy I put out. I hope the guy the guy earlier the guy earlier that I spoke with, or yesterday I'll say, in that situation, I hope that he has strength how to deal with that as far as with his daughter. You feel me? Like, you know, that's the most painful thing a person could go through. Any form of like separation or anything of that matter, as far as fighting for their child. You know, that's something that I wouldn't expect for everyone to understand, because I wouldn't want anybody to go through that pain. But I'm sending positive energy to him as far as dealing with that, and to know himself better, and know that his brother's not his enemy. You know, only if his brother doesn't know who he is and becomes his enemy. Y'all get what I'm saying? Um, Hold up real quick, y'all. I'm trying to make this. I don't know why my shit is like extra blurry real quick. Hold up, y'all. Y'all see me now, right? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, now we Gucci. Yeah, y'all. So I know y'all. I know y'all see how much they spraying these guys, though. I know y'all see that. Like it's on like a whole nother level with it. It's one of them things where it's like, I ain't even gonna front off the early today. If I was gonna look at like how much they was spraying, y'all, it was going crazy. Like, I'm saying, like, as far as like the chemtrails, all that aluminum, you know, I'm just trying to be my greatest self. You feel me? That's it. But this EP I'm about to drop is bonkers. All the instrumentals is crazy. Um, tap in with me. Tap in with me right now. Anyone I spoke to, if I already spoke to you about feature wise or anything, I'm on that. You feel me? Even if I haven't tapped in with you recently while I've been working on this. But as far as like anybody else that hasn't talked to me, if you gotta be nice though, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta be nice. I'm not trying to be disrespectful and everything. I know everybody. Some people have natural talent. Some people gotta work on their talent. But if you're not nice, you feel me? Like, don't think that I'm gonna want to do a feature with you if you're not nice. You feel me? Like, you gotta be nice. Definitely know, because like all the shit that I'm dropping now, it's like Ninth Wonder type. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia, mysterious type. Like, the loops is crazy, crazy. It's on a certain type of time. So I would like for all of y'all stuff to be on that type of time too. If you know what I'm saying, want to go forward and make something work. You feel me? And I haven't been on that, but that's something that I'm more into now. I'm gonna give y'all the track list, and I'm gonna give y'all the name real soon. I'm excited to give y'all that shit though, because I'm seeing how much more like I changed as an artist, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, with my writing, my delivery, my cadence, the aspects of the stuff I speak on. I'm seeing like so much change in a short period of time. That's how I know I'm growing fast, y'all. You feel me? Because it's not even about genetics or anything with this. This is just the craft music wise, right? Anybody could be nice with music, and I see that change. So it's something that's very, very real. It's something that's very, very real. And I hope that everybody also don't there's a lot of battles that's taking place right now, in which some I don't know. I don't think that video of me when I was speaking, when I was telling y'all about like yesterday, I don't think that one still went out or not. You know what I'm saying? Aww. This is the Lord. The Lord does need the love too, you know. But where the fuck is this John at? Hold up real quick, y'all. Let me see what it is. Hold up real quick. We gonna go on this shopping block. More sun. Ain't in no rush. See part of having no, you know how y'all see people say like you have like no fear and stuff. Y'all see people say that a lot. Like people be like, you know, you need to have no fear. If people still living in fear, da da da, and stuff like that, right? Um, part of that when people say that, like living in no fear and stuff, what they mean is that's a form of like letting go, right? So what I mean by that is like regardless of anything, some 3D wise expectations, anything that could compromise you for you not to be on the middle ground, meaning so you're not happy or mad, like middle ground, like 47 balance type energy, right? Like that's not allowed to affect you, right? Because it's almost like you surrendered, and through you surrendering, you feel me? You're not gonna be in no fear because you're in full fulfillment with whatever is gonna go however. You feel what I'm saying? So that's really important, and I've been on like a lot of that lately, as far as like that whole thought process, because whether something feels like it's provoking or something is provoking, you might as well say it's the same thing, because they both can have you in a bad place. But when you handle them right, they're both dealt with properly also. You hear what I'm saying? So that's what's keeping me grounded more than anything, is like, because it's a lot of stuff, and it's crazy. I'm seeing how strong I am, because a lot of the stuff that I surrender to, and I'm doing my best about, but just the way the forces and the energies is working, you feel me? I know it's part of my stance and what I talk about and stuff and all of this, of why like I get such more of that battle of the hardship of that like try to compromise me and make me crash out and shit like that. But I'm already so much steps ahead of that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I just go along with it. However, so it doesn't change me. You know, I'm way too defiant. Like, I'm way too rebellious. You know, I'm not on that type of time. But I know it's like it's very, very rare you even come across a type of person like me with my type of strength. You know, you have people that have strength of everything going the way they should when everything 3D wise is good. And then you got people that could be in the worst of the situation 3D wise and still have the strength of a person that would be deemed as like a millionaire. You hear me? And that's the type of strength I have. I realize a lot of stuff that I deal with is from the curses that come from the bloodline of my family on my mom and dad's side. So that's why it's like my life is so much harder, and I deal with so much stuff, and I get provoked in a way of people feeling my energy without the stuff that they deem as even of power, right? That's why I go through a lot of that. I have such a realization of what I be going through. I don't allow it to have control over my emotions. You know, I just let it be what it is, and I just still make it to your next day, whatever that would look like, however that would look like. And that's the type of energy that I want everybody to have, because that's the strongest energy really to be in. You know, that's why a lot of people sometimes feel intimidated by me, like so fast and stuff like that, because they'll be like, you know, how do I have this type of energy? Like, how could I be like this or that when this is going on? You know, like how could that be, right? But this is how though. You know, this is how, because I focus on my energy on a certain type of level that most people don't, right? You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the rest of your day, sweetheart. She's getting that running. You feel me? So this is something that's real, and I hope people see my stuff as strength, because put it like this. I'd rather me be talking about how I feel, right or wrong, who agrees with me or disagrees with me, than all the attacks that's on me constantly. Me crash out and be in an emotional state and be reactive. You feel me? It's like, what's the better or the worse? You know, somebody getting mad or having their own opinion in a negative manner of whatever I'm speaking on, right? Or something I'm allowing to have control over my emotions that I know is around my genetics and my level of awareness from the next person. You feel me? These are questions that go in my mind. Like, that's why I'm saying it don't matter how much they spray the skies, no matter how much they shock my system. I could be anywhere. They can come with the sirens, with reason, without reason. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, y'all. Like, I can let all of this shit go right now. You know, not for real, I technically already really have. You know? I really already have. Because a lot of the stuff that I see people in fear of, like, losing and stuff, like I told you, I live that shit every day, you know? In the place where you know what I'm saying, me going for work or whatever, it's like my brother got like 4 jobs back to back, and you know what I mean, 4 or 5 jobs back to back, and second, I can't get one just because I can't get there in a certain time, and it almost feels like as if the other Latina girl isn't like trying to work with me. Like, I don't know, I just sense her energy like she's like jealous or something. I don't know, I just don't like her energy, really. I'm gonna be honest. But regardless though, you know, like I'd rather just work a normal job, but I really don't, with my mental health and my level of awareness when I'm living in, I don't really have the patience to be committed at the same time every day. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I'm in hell, yo. But that's why I said, like, it's like the stuff that's not good for me or how I take it, it's like forced. Or it's like enforced, you feel me? So it's like I still gotta like succumb to certain stuff until, you know, I just gotta make it to your next day until this shit isn't here no more. You know? That's why I say, like, I care more about this shit shutting down than me blowing up music or any of that shit. Trust me, I care about children way more than I care about writing rhymes, you know? And it's not even just about me suffering. Like, the faster this shit crashes down, regardless if I get famous with music or get a whole bunch of money with music, all that's irrelevant. The faster this shit shuts down, the better and faster, like, our children can get back to being themselves and our species being on what we're supposed to be on. That's all I care about. There's nothing is more important than that. Nothing, y'all. So it's like, with that being said, you know, just gotta make it that every day. And it's almost like it's like forces of energy that doesn't want me to make it that each day, knowing how I'm explaining it to y'all. Because, like, they know that I don't care. Like, all the stuff that they could compromise me, make me care about, like, I don't give a fuck about that no more. So it's like, they're like, damn, you know, how can we make him not make it to your next day? Because, you know, we know. Put it like this, I don't even got to say nothing. Look how they spray in the sky. You know, this shit's over. And they spray in the skies more everywhere now. More everywhere the chemtrails have picked up. There's more radiation on the planet. The ozone layer isn't even hanging off by a string no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is speeding up even faster. So it's like, with that being said, you think I'm more worried about just getting to your bag? You get what I'm saying? When I know, even with me trying to get to your bag, how much these forces are trying to make me crash out off of my insight and how ahead I can see of how shit's gonna be and look like, you know? Hell nah, like, I'm in like, this shit is just a test, yo. This shit is a, you know? And honestly, I'll be happy when that shit is gone, though, because I don't come from the era of, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's wrong with people, but one of the biggest problems that's wrong with people, right? One of the biggest problems that's wrong with people is people validating, like, somebody will see somebody, not even just me myself, but somebody will see somebody not validating, somebody will see somebody like not validating truth, right? But then they'll validate some wild ass shit, you know? Some wild ass shit to be validated. Person speaking on nothing of no value, nothing of what's going on, and something that's for control purposes that shouldn't even be associated with themselves. Even if you're a human being, people will validate that type of shit because we know we live in a generation of the more faker stuff is, the more respect it gets, the more attention it gets. You know, the only thing besides that gets just as much attention is like something like something really, really violent, really negative, right? Someone getting shot, someone getting hurt, you know, that type of stuff be having the most views. But then you'll post something of some knowledge or betterment of anybody, and then it'll be flagged. The video will be inappropriate, you know. Like it let y'all know, you know, who's controlling those outlets. So it's like yeah, this shit is just like the biggest test. I feel like every day I'm getting stronger and stronger because every day I make it through the next day with like so-called, let them tell it, with like make it with like no money, right? Whether I have money or not, basically the amount of money that people are spending in one day, like I don't even be having on me, but somehow I still make it to the next day, you know? So it's like, I already know that I'm more powerful, even if I don't look at it from a black standpoint. Y'all see they brung the helicopters out. Y'all hear the chopper? You feel me? They can do whatever they can, but they can't stop me though. You know, they can't stop me. They can't stop me. Just gonna drink my water. Drink my water. I'll be mad as hell if like the ascension process mattered with me. Like, but I'm so happy that the days just keep going by, you know? And you can technically say it's because every day is the same day because time isn't real. Mondays, Tuesdays, and all of that. You know, it's really energy cycles. That's why it's about alignment. But this shit is just so beautiful though. Like, I remember I was telling y'all like 3-4 months ago, y'all have no idea all the attacks that's happened to me in the past 4 months. Y'all have no idea. It's like, I'm not even supposed to be here right now, technically. Like, that's how crazy it be, y'all. Like, I'm not even supposed to be here right now. But I counterattacked and transmuted all the attacks. Whether I had money or not, I still made it through the next day. Like the weather and everything, the freeze and everything. You feel me? The whole nine, like I always survive, you know? But I'm grateful that the days are coming short of me surviving where I'm not gonna have to survive no more. I can actually live, you know? And I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that, y'all. Feel me? I'd rather live in peace and real abundance, you know, amongst my species than be a millionaire and be the biggest rapper in the world with all the females and drugs and whatever I would want. I'm saying, you know, for real, like, this ain't, once you have a level of awareness of what's going on, what you really living in, you really peep shit. You really peep, like, what we living in, this shit ain't about, this shit is, we in a big ass jail cell. You know, we in a big ass jail cell, but the only difference is we've been being held captive without being released because they never wanted to let us go. You know, like we've been in a bad relationship, like, you know, like the worst narcissist that you could think of, worse than the narcissist of your ex-girlfriend, like, you know, but of the same qualities and stuff, not admitting any wrongdoing, anything they did, you know, Like the gaslighting, like everything a narcissist does, they did it more. So it's real. It's real, y'all. So that's why it's like, you know, like I said, I'll get on here, but that's why I said, like, I don't really care too much about going on live, because all I know is that people are getting more and more mad amongst people that's been trying not to validate truth for their own personal reasons of people individually. You know, trying to use it as a form of attack off of their irritation, off of what's really taking place on the planet. I already know that. So it's like, it's a spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare, y'all. So you gotta be on your feet. Let me touch all these trees real quick. You gotta be on your shit. You gotta be on your shit. Sometimes, like, I feel like the universe has me without money and making it to your next day and prepping me even more of what's about to take place. That's why I be like, people be like, man, I gotta go to work. I gotta be a good slave. I gotta eat. I gotta drink water. I gotta have a place to live. But you know how much fucking times I survived and weather that I shouldn't have, and without eating and shit. And I don't want to be hearing none of that. And like I said, it's only uncomfortable because your brother and sister is still capitulating. So maybe you should, but just imagine that was confirmation if y'all heard that beat. So maybe you should think about jumping out there knowing that this shit is crashing anyway, and try to speed it up. Or you could not, you know, but I don't know. But it makes me feel proud though that, like, even what they told me I needed while this shit was up, and what they designed for me to be in, if I'm not being that much of a good slave, I've still been able to conquer. You know what I'm saying? And make it to your next day. Like, you know, like in the worst states of what the system gives me, I was supposed to crash out so they can put their slave catchers on me. I'm supposed to, all this stuff, like how they designed it for me, I don't be fitting that shit. How they put it, like, it shit don't be working with me. Like, I'm ready even to skip this month and get the next month. Like, skip all these months, because this shit's gonna be juicy. This shit is gonna be juicy. See. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, not to say it like that, but I could tell with the Latina goddess in there. Like, she's overheard me speaking, and she knows that, I know that she knows that my brother has a place to live more, and I really don't have a place to live. You know, like, I can't fuck with these shelters and these. I got way too much PTSD. Like, I really got anxiety and really got issues for real. Like, I can't be around that type of energy with how high I be vibrating, even to start with. So, so it's like, it's almost like there's two types of people with me, y'all. There's people that see my strength and are honored in my strength, right? And then there's people that see my strength and they try to break me down more. But it ends up making me just stronger. You feel me? Like, I'm so serious. There's people that they'll see my strength. I don't, even if it's not comparing it to themselves, and they know they wouldn't be strong, it just pisses them off. And then they'll try to do something to make something hard for me, knowing shit's already hard for me, and it just ends up making me stronger. It just ends up making me more whatever needed to be more callous, like it ends up getting that. You feel me? So we in the last days. I tell a lot of men this: try not to care about pussy for a bit. You hear me? Because I know most of the things a lot of men do is for women, right? But the moment you're not even thinking or caring about that, you feel me? You start seeing a lot of stuff differently. You feel me? I ain't going front. You see women differently, how they mirror, you see everything differently. You see everything differently, y'all. But I know everything happens for a reason. Cause see, I could have say my baby mother didn't set me up, and I'd have been in this position with my kid, right? Even though I'm still the dad. Y'all, like I would have crashed out with some money. I'm not saying this to say that my baby mother is struggling or not. I know I'm helping her to the best of my degree. You know, as I get with her and shit, but saying it's been a lot that's supposed to break me. You know, and whatever revenge that I need to get on the energy or the source of that energy of all this infliction on my species, trust me, I'm gonna get that revenge. I'm gonna get that karma. It's already been shown to me in many ways. I don't care. It's like I said, it's a difference between believing and knowing, right? You might hear other people say this too, and it is. You know, it definitely is. And this is a knowing, baby. This is a knowing. You hear what I'm saying? This is a knowing. It's funny how it always be some weird shit of them trying to create new ways to attack me. I look down at my phone, y'all. Out of all of my times ever going live, right? Any and every time I ever went live, right? I never have not been able to peep how much people are on the live or not. It's almost like that shit is, a lot of people are seeing me talking right now and they don't even want me to know it. It's never did this before. But I'm not shocked because I already know. They can never just leave you alone. They got to keep trying to implement ways to cause harm, to inflict pain, to trigger you. It's never like a stopping point. It's never like, all right, I got this handled and this in order. So, you know what I mean, I'm good. It's going to be something else that happens in another way around whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They like tempt you. Like it's the same activity as curveballs. So nothing shocks me with them or why they're still here on the planet to do your bidding. You know? Shit. Hope everybody getting that something, baby. I gotta get some more. I gotta buy some more comfortable shoes. I threw away my other jumps. It's crazy. I got hella shoes in the storage, but I don't got no one to take me a ride to get them bitches though. And I don't got nowhere to put them. But I got these shoes hurting like shit right now. But it's all good. I'm a soldier, and I just gotta make it to your next day. That's all I gotta do, you know. If I die faster, however so, that'd be an honor, because I know I'm stronger outside of my body anyway. You feel me? So I'm ready for whatever, however. I have to get this. Weed and spark. About that, get the trees and spark. Episode for RoBs and Inferno. But if you have a woman though, and you got a loyal woman, y'all stay with that person, because everything is compromised. I got like a few good people that I rock with heavy and all of that. But I would do anything for. I would do anything for, what do you call it, for an honest woman. You know I would. But I know that I'm in a world where my value is only around money. So if I don't care how good I look, anything, like if my money's not a certain up to par because of the damage that's been done to us around money, you might as well say money's the new dick, right? Pause. Like, real shit though. It ain't how can you hit this or work that thing no more. It's just how long is that bag. You feel me? And that's gonna determine whether you get sex or not and shit. It's like I almost don't want to say it like that because I know it's some, but I damn near almost be saying like I don't even want an American woman. I want a woman that's like in a tribe or something, because I know that she would really fuck with me for me. It wouldn't be like what I can get for her from her. I mean, get. I almost ran into a spider and shit. It wouldn't be like what I can get. What she could get from me or anything like that. It would be her really like rocking with me. You feel me? So that's something that like I really want. Because if I had that, my life would be complete. Because I know so much about the world now and how fickle and fake this shit is. I don't want to see the same people that, even if they don't look at it like this, what I'm about to say, it is this, them living the same lie as this shit is crashing down. That's a form of projecting that energy on them just by me being around them. And it's like draining, you know? It's very draining. That's why it's like when I be out, I just act like it's not even people around me. You feel me? Because it's like that shit is so fucking draining. Like it's like no matter how much the system crashes, while the money is still here and we're still in a monetary system, that like people are still just acting like everything is everything. You feel me? That's why I wish like the radiation would just increase even faster than it already is. And it gets to a point where unnatural people can't even be outside for 5 minutes. I know it's going to get to that point, but I wish all that shit would speed up, because it's like I want the truth to be so revealing that they can't even go to their Starbucks and in the Rising and Dunkin' Donuts and just act like everything is everything. Like I wanted to get so bad that they can't even so-called laugh at an organic person because he's divided from his brother and sister of this still allowed to go on. I wanted to get so bad like that because I'm tired of us that know what's going on having to suffer around the lies closing out off of people still believing in it for whatever reason. Like I don't even know if fair is the word to say, but it's definitely not fair. But it's a word that's worse than that, because I really feel like the damage that it does to your brain of all of these lies being projected onto a person that knows all of it. You feel me? You got to be a very strong person. You know? You got to be a very strong person, and that has nothing to do with financial. That's just mental capacity of taking in bullshit and trying to put it somewhere for the better of this last shit up. Like, you know, I be taking the energy, and y'all take heed of this. Like, I be taking the energy, and I record with that energy, you know, and I write with the energy, or I use that energy. I use that energy to I use that energy to uplift somebody, make somebody else's day better. You feel me? The exercise, like, you know, going a longer bop, like reading, you know what I mean? Read a longer chapters. Like, I use that energy to combat what I know. You know what I'm saying? Is real. I mean, what I know is fake. like I read everything I do, all the real stuff. I use that to combat the fakeness. What I mean, because I know that it's only still able to touch me, not because I don't believe in it, but because it's people that still believe in it while certain stuff is still needing to take place or on its way taking place. So that's like the push and prove. Basically, like you got to be on your shit to be able to notice that, and it's a real thing, y'all. It's a real thing. I don't care how much times I go in this job, and I don't give a fuck if my brother run up 1,500 or a stack. I don't care how much money he make. I'm proud of my brother for being in there and doing the right thing. But as far as like me feeling the energy from the Latina goddess and her knowing my situation and feeling like she's trying to like throw that in my face and shit, I don't like that energy from her. I don't say anything on it, but I don't like it. But at the end of the day, it's out of my control because I know me and my brother have completely different paths, That is my brother. I love him to death. But I know that we have different paths. Like even like our thought process on a lot of things, which isn't wrong, but because I know he's getting where he needs to get, but I'm just so far ahead on a lot of shit, And I know that that's why the attacks come in way more severe ways to possibly not even have me grounded. Like I know all of this already, so that's why I continue to be a good person and stuff, Yeah, so y'all gotta be with me real quick before I get on this bus. I'm about to take a piss. But yeah, I know my story is more real. And so you gotta think about it. Somebody that's more strong, it needs to be more adversity that comes their way, right? And no adversity challenges your mind like the mental anguish that comes with the depression of knowing what's really happening to your species, right? As a neuromelanated being, and like being able to really know, like that's something I'm telling y'all from a standpoint way worse than any street shit or any of that. Like the information that I know about what's taking place. If I wasn't as strong as what I am, I would have crashed the fuck out, y'all. Hold up real quick. Let me take this piss real quick. Take this real quick, yeah. Hold up. All right, y'all. That nigga didn't even stop. But if he don't, it's all right. Just know that was supposed to trigger me. He don't even stop. He don't turn all the way, or he waiting. This nigga was trying to leave me. Hey! We're not going. Everything feels like an attack, so. Coming with the sirens. How you doing today, guys? Hello. They can do that as much as they do that. I'm just going to soak in this sun. Look at how much they spraying these skies, y'all. Look at this shit. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that? They know that this shit's over. Shout out to everything that's happened 3 months ago to now that people thought that wasn't going to happen, that has them feeling how they're feeling now. Shout out to all that stuff. You feel me? And shout out to the more stuff that's about to happen. You feel me? Burn this shit up. That's how I look at it. All right, I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. I'm about to soak in this sun. I'm about to charge my crystals. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm about to work on this music. Peace, power, abundance to everybody. Shout out to them not allowing for me to see who's in here and all of that. It's all gravy. I'm gonna tap in with y'all though, yo. Peace, power, abundance to everybody. It's the viewpoints for RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my gods and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. Let this summer be saucy. Let the truth come out. No money can hold us back. You know what I'm saying? It's our time. We getting this shift. I'm about to eat me another pear. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, yo. Peace, power, abundance for real.